What is up, guys? This is Pinzo back with another video today, and what I have for you guys is some more Predecessor. This is going to be some more Preducation. I know that my last couple videos have been stuff from stream, but I haven't been feeling very well, so I wasn't really able to. I wasn't really able to record very much. So we're back with some more Preducation, and we've got some support gameplay. So I'm double checking if I want to go Silentium, and I don't think I do. Your options on Dekker specifically are really Sanctification or Silentium Tranquility. This game, I think I want the Tranquility. I've been really liking Tranquility against Shinbi. It makes it you actually have a counterplay to her ultimate, which for those of you who don't know, Silentium Tranquility gives you damage mitigation after you use it, and to anyone that it heals. So it's pretty good answer to the Shinbi ultimate. But yeah, we actually queued into Crashy, and he's playing carry for me. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, before we get into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, of course, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe, comment if you guys have any questions. I know that a lot of stuff I don't really talk in depth about. But if you guys have questions about anything I'm saying, anything I'm doing, just let me know. You know, I'm very willing to kind of you know, explain myself more in the comments if I need to. So just let me know if there's anything that I don't explain well enough. Just ask a question and I will be sure to explain as best I can. So here we're up against Murdoch and Muriel. Muriel kind of will make this early game 1v1 very difficult just because of her shields. She's got a lot of poke with her passive and her auto attacks. So you got to be a little bit careful matching up into Muriel. But both of us are on Murdoch, so it's not this isn't going to be a crazy kill lane, and I guess unless something wild starts happening. I wouldn't expect this to be a crazy kill lane. You know, no Richters, no steals. Keep in mind, Muriel's slow got mega buffed in the last patch, so just watch out for that early game. It will let her run you down. Yeah, they've got traps coming out. Just hitting all of these two. So there, I'm just trying to keep pressure off of my Murdoch a little bit. Run some pressure back at Muriel. Dekker did get a little bit of a buff like 4 or 5 patches ago that was a little bit more auto attack damage at level 1. So you can see there, I mean, like when both of us are able to shoot at this Muriel while she's kind of forced to S key, we are able to kind of run her down a little bit. Okay, I just killed him by missing that stun. That root, the root that I walked into, messed me up. I'm gonna ping sorry. The route that I walked into completely messed up my stun. So when you are a support, let's say your carry dies early, this game I don't think that kill really matters. If I can get my carry back here and get him CSing, especially if we can hold this wave, then we'll be totally fine. But when your carry does die, take last hits as support. Your crest does say, you know, like receive diminishing gold for extra last hits or something like that. Yeah, receive diminishing gold from excessive minion kills. It's a decent amount of minion kills. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a decent number. So don't be afraid to take those last hits, especially under tower, especially if your carry dies. You know, don't be afraid to take those. If he wants to shove that, he can. I'm just gonna make sure that I get a ward down while I have the ability. Their team kind of backed off, so I'm just gonna get that ward while I'm not really being pressured. Just kind of following my carry here. If he wants to go try and gank this mid lane while our wave is pushed up, this isn't a bad gank. I don't know if we can kill this Bellica, but we can certainly try. Okay. Oh, that was a really good stun from her onto my Countess. I don't know if that was on purpose onto Countess or if that was meant for me, but that was a good stun. That kind of little rotation. So I'm actually gonna stay, and I'm gonna try and make sure that this river buff goes to us. rotating for these river buffs is something that as support, I know I need to work on. Like, I don't do it enough. But it is something that it is very good to do. It just taking most, and it's not even necessarily that you have to get them, but taking those away from the enemy mid laner is it's pretty nice. Like it helps a lot more than you would think. Just limiting the amount of mana that an enemy mid laner can have at any time is a big play you can make. So rotating to those, it doesn't necessarily have to be everyone, but you know, you do want to make those rotations when you can. So here, we're definitely a little behind in this duo lane. They froze that on the way back. These guys are queued together. I know I recognize the names. These guys are good players. This is a competitive duo lane. The only downside is that I have a jungler as my carry, right? So I don't know if these guys do play duo lane on whatever team they're on. But we'll see if we can come back a little on this. Oh, I skied that stun. I'm going to say sorry. I skied. I do not know where I threw that. Okay, I don't know why this guy just typed, he just typed good job 10 times in chat. I don't know. This guy is flaming instantly. I missed one ability on his first time being in duo lane, and he is mad. It's kind of weird, actually. So I'm just gonna hold this as much as I can. When you guys are holding waves, pull them back so that the melee creeps don't get pulled under tower. That's kind of the way that you want to pull those. And whenever you're holding wave, when you get two little support balls around you, auto a creep once, just so that you're not burning one. If a third one pops up, then you're burning your timer, right? So you really only want two support balls on you at once. See, now he's here and I don't have any abilities. Okay. I'm gonna pop a health pot. I'm gonna try and juke some Shinbi damage. Okay. We got the Shinbi. Me and Murdoch both blinked for that. I don't know who killed her, to be honest. He's probably dead here. I'm gonna try and step in front to eat an ultimate. I did. That's just Bellica counterplay right there. If I have health and my carry doesn't, I'm gonna eat that ultimate every time. I'm gonna try and combo stun. Got it. So right there, I'm kind of far away. My stun is way harder to hit than a Countess ultimate. So all I'm doing, I'm gonna back before Murdoch respawns. But I know my Murdoch, or I know my Countess is gonna ult that Murdoch, because why wouldn't she, right? Like that's at least that's the play that should be made there. Is that Murdoch should get ulted. So I wait for the Countess stun, and then my stun is really easy to follow up on that. So that's just something, like, even as support, don't be afraid to hold your CC for teammate CC. Like right there, I'm too low to step forward. So I just have to wait for my teammates' crowd control to hit, and then I can follow up from range. It stinks that me and Murdoch both blinked for that Shinbi kill, but killing her is really big. Shutting down Shinbi at all early game. She's going Tainted Scepter first item, which is bad, but she's going Tainted Scepter first item. Okay, we're just gonna back out. Carry gets poked a little bit. We're good. We are still a little bit behind in this lane, but that was a really good fight to turn it around. Again, I'm just letting my carry deal with the waves. I don't even really care about the waves. I don't care where they get held. I just want my carry to be comfortable with where he's holding them. I have my ultimate, which actually gives us a lot of kill potential here. Just something to keep in mind. Dekker ultimate allows you to lock someone down for a very long time. So I'm just going to get these archers low so that he can one-tap them. We can probably contest this. So you see our jungler and our mid laner coming over here. That means that we want to kind of start this fight before they get here. Looks like they probably know. But I'm just trying to keep an eye on them. I don't want to step up too much because they're going to know instantly. Oh. I missed my cage. Got him. She's so low. Okay. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I got tunnel vision. I got tunnel vision. I actually think I killed this guy. You see how many creeps I have here? Okay, now I'm dead. Shoot. I got really greedy there. That fight was... I shouldn't have followed my Chimera. I ulted the Murdoch to secure that kill. That was good, but I shouldn't have ulted the Murdoch. We didn't have any wards up, so I didn't realize that the Shinbi was coming, and then the Bellica at the end. Even if I ran from Shinbi, I'm probably dead to Bellica. But I didn't. That was all bad on me. So this game, I am going to go a Marshal second item. This item, it gives you some power, but when I have more auto attackers on my team, so I have a Chimera who uses Marshal very well, and I have a Murdoch who benefits a lot from more attack speed. Marshal, I think, is pretty good. It gives you that good, like a little bit of power as well, makes you a little bit threatening. So I didn't play that fight super awesome. I should have just stayed with my Murdoch, is what I should have done. So here, I don't think they know I'm here. Shoot, that minion got me. But I do have a cage, which, again, Dekker, pretty big strength on cage. Okay, and my Murdoch cleans up. Again, that minion stepping in front of me right there is super unfortunate. I'm going to try and get a stun. I missed. I'm going to try and get a cage. I got it. It's a really good route from Murdoch as well. So here I'm going to jump. Because I know they want to kill me. Because I'm really low. But what I'm waiting for is a stun combo into my ultimate. That's what I want. No, he got sniped. Shoot. I was waiting. The Shinbi, you could tell she would, just by the way she was sitting there, she was gonna get greedy. You knew she was gonna get greedy. So I was waiting for her to go in, and I got the stun. Yeah, I just caged her into tower. That's a really good Muriel ultimate. It could have been a really good Muriel ultimate. There we go. Hit that nice little ranged stun arena. I'm going to try and do it again. Yeah, that's a good Murdoch snipe. It stinks that we Phoenixed right there. Okay, he's WW. I like it. I don't mind people if they're going to W key like that and actually do something. Like, right there, that's a Kai that's pretty safe, and if he kills Muriel, then we get this Fang 2 for free, right? So I actually don't mind that super hard W. Generally speaking, when I say hard W, that's like you're full committing your body, right? Like you're making a play that you could very well die for. That's kind of what I mean when I say hard W. I'm gonna back. Our team is actually playing quite well. Other than like the few slip-ups that we've had in duo lane, our team's playing pretty well. So now I have a choice. Tranquility is pretty good against like Steel and Shinbi, just because if you can heal your team up. It's a short cooldown, lots of haste. Silentium, on the other hand, is very good against Shinbi. It just shuts her down. She can't do anything. This game, just because of the way the Shinbi is playing, I think I want to go Tranquility. I really like the amount of haste this item gives. And I'm just going to wait for Marshall. I didn't realize I was that close. There we go. I really like the amount of haste this item gives. And on top of that, the Silentium, you have to think about it like this as well. I only have one Silentium target this game, right? Oh, shoot. What is happening to my Murdoch? Why is there a Steel and a gold buff, bro? Okay. Murdoch blinked down, but, whack. To be fair, probably, I'm going to say at least one, if not two of these Murdoch deaths are literally my fault. I definitely could have saved him at least once. Going for the ranged stun. Got one. Dekker's stun, by the way, lasts longer the farther you throw it, so just keep that in mind. Okay, this is a bad fight, is what this is called. My guy said duo. What the hell? That was not. That was a really bad fight. That was a really bad fight. Our Murdoch was poked. He was sitting back in tower like he should have. We cannot hard W like that. And my Shinbi wasn't in either. Like, their solo laner was here and our solo laner was not. Oh, I just totally whiffed. Okay, so I cage there, and I don't... She's not even in the cage, but the cage cuts off that path, right? Cage is really good for blocking paths. So that's what I'm using it there for. There. I don't need to get her inside of it. I just need her to not be able to walk through that fog wall, right? So this turns into a bit of a trickle where my team kind of went in weird, but their Shinbi trickled out and got caught. So I'm just holding stun. I know this steal, you can look, I mean, if you look at this guy, you know he wants to dash in. The downside to him wanting to dash in is that he doesn't have an ultimate. we know he doesn't have an ultimate. Okay, I'm gonna cage the person that I can get. Oh. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, that was a really bad stun. Don't stun like that. I'm just trying to separate this fight a little bit. We just need to get out. I fat fingered my ultimate right there. Which stinks. It always sucks. Okay, I just yoinked his cannon creep too. That's a nice Countess ultimate. Okay, I juked that. I'm about to have a Tranquility. Couldn't save him. I just barely didn't get Tranquility off for my Murdoch. It was just coming up. I was spamming it while it was coming off cooldown. This is a really weird fight. I don't know why we're trickling so much. If I don't fat finger my ult right there, then I probably, I don't know if I save Murdoch, but I bet we kill their Murdoch. That's my bad. I'm gonna go Wellspring this game. I've really, to be honest, I've really been liking building more power on support. Like in most of my games, I've been liking having a little bit more power. Even on Dekker, who Dekker kind of ends up like this middle of the fight, kind of like a Narbash positioning character, where you're not necessarily staying in your backline, but you're not in the front line. And that's sort of how Dekker ends up a lot of the time. And that's not a bad thing, but what it means is that if you build power, you have to be just more careful with your positioning. That's all. Are you going to counter ward that? We're still standing here. Okay. Damn, that's snipe. Why did we just Tempest? My couch is playing really weird. Why did she just blink in? This guy's playing super bizarre. Okay, that's her blink. Unfortunately, I caged right there, but that's her blink. Just trying to get rid of this. This thing sucking my mana is going to get really annoying. You guys gonna ult. I need to. Okay. I was gonna say if he ults me, I have to jump over it, which you can do. Your passive double jump on Dekker will get you out of Steel Ultimate. Just so you guys know. If you thought maybe it still hits you, if you do it properly, if you're in the air, it will not hit you.
Enemy towers destroyed.
Does Murdoch have lifesteal? Oh, he has a little bit. He's got a Sky Splitter. I'll tank this for him, pop a health pot back up. We're just gonna kind of switch this off. I'll tank this while he's life stealing. He just popped his E, so I'm gonna let him tank it with his extra health pool. Again, so right here I'm just cutting off his escape. As long as he can't leave, it doesn't matter if he's in the cage or not. If he were to have like stepped forward right there and not been in the cage, it still would have stopped him from backing up, right? Which is the goal. My Chimera just 2v1'd in right lane. Very well done. Looks like my team's kind of starting to run away with this one. I'm just gonna, right now, I just want to kind of follow my Murdoch around. I want to make sure that this guy is not getting yoinked. Good snipe. He hit it, just didn't get the kill. Trying to keep wards down when I can. Again, remember your support wards refill when you back. So if you're ever backing and you have a support ward available, oh, this has more health than I thought it did. I thought it had like 1 auto, and it had like 5. So now moving into the kind of these late game fights, again, I sort of tossed a couple of deaths in duo lane. I definitely could have saved my Murdoch a couple more times while we were in that duo lane. My Kai said, can you guys not suck? And Murdoch said, like your build. Lamau. Crashy's on one. I like it. Moving into this later game, I'm going to go into a Vanguardian. So here, if this guy gets ulted, I'm gonna Tranquility him. So I Tranquility there for the... Okay. That guy going in like that is really odd. I Tranquility him because Tranquility gives... It's not only that heal, but it also gives 10% damage mitigation for like 1.5 seconds. 3 seconds. Okay, so it's a long damage mitigation. 10% damage mit for 3 seconds to anyone that gets healed. So when that guy, you know that you can see Shinbi ult before it happens. When she ults, I know that if I give my guy damage mitigation, he's taking 10% less damage from that Shinbi ultimate. It's gonna keep him alive more times than not. The guy tower diving and dying, that's bizarre. I don't know why he did that. But me keeping him alive through the Shinbi ultimate, that one's pretty easy. My Shinbi lives through this little 2v1 over here, which is actually really big. You saw the steel ult earlier as well. That's something else you can do just like as you're kind of walking through the map. You can see a lot of ultimates in this game through the map, like just through silhouettes. You can see a lot of the ultimates in the game. So like there you could see steel ultimates. Oh, I just kind of whiffed that stun. That's okay. I was gonna take that kill. Oh, he didn't juke. I thought he was gonna go wide. This should be a prime call. This is the right call. Chasing and getting those kills would be fine and easy, but okay, I don't know why my jungler went to... Shinbi pushing that is one thing, but my jungler pushing that is something else. We don't have a Mega Chasm. This is hard to do. You see, me and Murdoch have to wait. I just fat fingered my Tranquility. Me and my Murdoch have to wait. With just 2 people, you take too much damage from Prime. You can't really do it very easily. I'm gonna step up and tank this a little bit. Both of those guys that pushed that just died in right lane. My Kai's defending it and saying that he killed the ADC. That is not a good defense. He died. They just traded they traded a Murdoch, a super behind Murdoch, a 4 and 8 Murdoch for 2 people in right. I mean, I like did they get a inhib out of it? Yes. Is it really that worth it? No, not really.
Tower is under attack.
We could have gotten Prime 20 seconds before we did if our whole team rotates to it. And that's something you have to think about. As soon as you send one person to not attack Prime, your DPS on Prime goes way down. So I'm just going to start warding up for this Fangtooth. This is obviously the next thing coming up. I'm kind of the first one here. We see the Murdoch. I'm not going to fight him, but he also doesn't want to fight me because he does it. With him not knowing where my team is at, he's not going to really want to step up here. You can see that right there, that damage that I just did to this guy, that is the benefit of going things like Wellspring and Marshall, is I just did almost half that guy's health with my 2 ability combo. That's one benefit you get from building these damage items. Dude, these guys are trashing on Crashy for real. I don't know why. They're just like making fun of him for being on a team. That's the best way I can put it, honestly. They're making fun of him for being on a team because he's making good calls and these guys are not. Rip Steel Blink. Oh, that was close. The timing was right. I was just too high. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of walk through this tower here. I'm gonna pop a health pot so I'm not 1 HP when I get through this, but okay, that was not a great Phoenix. Phoenix getting that lower duration is you cannot pop it but to go aggressive. You have to pop it when you're about to die. So that stun was bad again. Again, the stun is more, like, it doesn't drop quite as much as you'd think. I just need to aim it down a little more. But fishing for stuns there is not a bad thing. You're killing a tower. If I hit that stun, then I probably kill either of those guys. Like, obviously not me, but when my whole team is standing here. Now we have the option where we can wait. Okay, these guys are dumb. They just pulled 20 bajillion minions into this. I can't quite hit under that shield. But they just pulled the entire enhanced right wave, like the super minions, into this inhib. So again, my goal here is to jump over Steel Ultimate when I see it coming, and to try and Tranquility my team off of Shinbi damage. Oh, that was bad. Shinbi just like DC'd. Did she just leave the game? I was late on that. You know that Steel's gonna try and dash out right there. I was late on the cage. I was stuck in an animation. Again, gonna kind of fish for a stun. Didn't get it. Like stuns like that is. I'm just seeing, like, if they back up a little too much, you know, I'm gonna snag them. Got that one. So our prime fell off. So that's something to keep in mind right here. Is we don't have prime at the moment. Okay, these guys are queued together because Kai just said, "Queue next game, we will squash you." Is what he just said. Like, my guy, I don't know what his deal is, but see, like that right there, that's what I mean when I say fishing for stuns. And I got the cage on her as well. A Muriel ult in response. I think we could probably just end the game here. Tranquility just to get that heal. It's a really low cooldown, so just don't not use it for a heal. It's a short cooldown. Oh, I missed again. Okay, my stuns are not on point this game. That guy kind of just got run down. Double. Yeah, we should just go Fang. This is, so for the rest of this game, okay, there shouldn't be DC. 3 and 11 is all that she could take. I should back. I have Vanguardian online. Vanguardian's very good. So now you can see it. These are my prots. I'm not that tanky. In this game, they don't have really anything that I'm worried about. Like, I probably don't need a tainted totem. I could go Galaxy Greaves. This late in the game, it's probably not worth it. My final item here should probably be, I'm trying to think, probably something tanky, obviously, but probably physical defense. Like, even a Dynamo wouldn't be bad. I could probably go Stonewall. But now I'm trying to think. Shinbi DC'd. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'll probably go Dynamo just for the extra damage that it can give my team. What are these guys saying? These guys are just going back. Like, to be fair, this Kai started all of this by just talking shit through the entire beginning of the game. And Crashy finally started typing back, and this guy is mad. This Spencer guy, to the point where I'm gonna give him one of these. I don't usually do that just for someone who's talking shit, but it is past, you know, talking shit. This should be game. I don't... Where's... Oh, Bellic is just sitting in base. This is a potato, so you can walk into these. Okay, I guess we don't have any minions here. That's the downside. Is that the core hits pretty hard if you don't have minions. So we do have to kill this. This game turned into kind of a bit of a shit show. The lane is, again, I definitely could have saved my Murdoch like at least once, if not twice, in lane. I definitely could have saved him. He should not have died as much as he did. Okay, that's a really nice double stun. He phoenixed way too early. He got the blink out, but I'm gonna stun her out of the fountain. That stun is super annoying. Yeah, that by the time we get into their core room, you guys, this is something I see a lot of people do, is you can't really fight on your core. If you guys are that behind, you really have to push out and take a fight outside of your core. Once you fight in your core, you're basically gonna lose. But in that game, the beginning of that game, I think you can definitely learn something from. Towards the end, we sort of started to run away with it, which makes it just makes games a little bit harder to learn from. But you can see we still did some decent damage. 15k is nothing to laugh at. You know, I mean, 6k more than their Muriel. Let's see. What else is in here? Wards, you can see my vision, 12 placed. Their Muriel on defense, when you're hitting your fountain so much, gets to place a little more. And gold, we're not even behind. You can see we out-farmed our Shinbi on gold. We almost out-farmed our Countess. We almost out-farmed our Chimera. This is something that just, like, as support, if you're running around the map, you can see I'm 6-1 and 21. That's 27 affected kills out of 40, right? So that's almost 75% kill participation. When you're able to run around the map and affect a lot of places, you can get a lot of gold, right? I have a lot of assists. I'm getting a lot of gold. I have the highest kill participation on my team by a decent amount. When you're in those fights and getting gold, you will never feel behind on support. So Dekker is really good right now, and I think that her stun into ultimate, right, that combo, you can stun ult someone and lock someone down really long time. That's really good. Her cage, you don't need to get people inside of it if it's cutting off lanes of traffic. Her Q is really just a slow. Like, that ability is really not that in-depth. You can use it to clear waves, but really it's just a slow. So I could have played a little better at the beginning of that game. I got a little bit tunnel vision, but by the end of that game, where I'm able to just kind of stand in the back and throw stuns at people that are coming at me, that's really kind of where you want to end up on Dekker. You want to be standing next to your carry, and you want to be stunning and people that are on your carry, caging people away from your carry, or caging people to stay next to your carry so that your carry can get them. Ulting people whenever you have the opportunity is really, it's a short cooldown. Just kind of toss it out, stun ult anyone that goes on your carry, let them auto, you know, that kind of stuff. Using your passive, your double jump to escape things like steal ultimates. You know, all of these things are things that you can work on. Dekker is fun. I recommend playing her. She's good. I recommend playing her. That's all I've got for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I've got for you. So as always, I've been Pinzo. This video's Dunzo. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.